This is our film taken during our Texas tour in April 1996. We started in Galveston and continued on to Greene, San Antone, Fredericksburg, Austin, and Fort Worth. Kathy and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed planning it with Betty and Bud. God bless you all. Magoo. Day for you, Bud. We're down in Kemah, and you can see the date and the time. And we're at the Flying Dutchman.
That's what they're saying.
This I think you got to sit down if you want to get a waitress.
Is that right? Sit down, Timmy. You got to sit down and get a waitress.
Okay, this is the equivalent of a ride at the bar. Remember my champagne?
Right down this way. Oh, look at all the fish down So, Magoo, what do you call this area here? Where are we?
We're in Kemah.
Kemah? This is pretty neat. You must be a little run down. Huh? You must be a little run down.
Here we are, day number 2, April 1st, at the Visitor Center.
That's it.
Go ahead. Here we are in the rainforest, just a few minutes later. Here's a German tourist. Folks, we're having a little mating. A little bit of mating going on here, I think.
What's he have to pee?
A little frigging in the rigging.
Oh, that's crazy looking.
Yeah, he threw him back for sure.
And look at the dog.
Security guard told me that the developer has a catfish that weigh 150 pounds.
In the Gulf? Out here, you mean?
Right? Yeah. Royal Ibis. Getting ready for a photograph here. Is that it? Oh, now that we're ready?
No.
It's over with. Well, I've been taking you all along. But they fly. I don't see any ducks flying around here. That's what you call a nice goldfish pond, huh?
They probably clip their wings. Look at this. Love is in bloom.
There's a piece there. I don't like the way they painted it. Yeah. I mean, it looks nice, but it doesn't look like the way I remember it. Yeah. That's a 237 train. Look at how close together those are. Look at this one here. This is the very concept of 247. Got a light, yeah, the Air Force is really got it. Yeah, oh yeah, we all did, yeah.
Pictures of the black
We
and
do.
white pictures.
It looks a little different because of the paper that's got. You want to get in here too? Well, ground pounders. Yeah.
Here we are in the Flight
You're
Museum.
taking the picture.
She's taking the picture, Peter.
Yeah, here we are in the Flight Museum. They're getting together. We're watching all the airplanes.
Got a commentary from her.
They're in front of a big Air Force. What kind of an airplane are we in front of?
B-58 Hustler.
Okay, where's Cindy?
She's not here. We lost Cynthia.
Or she's sleeping in the lobby.
No, she's around the corner. She got it.
Okay.
The air above the wing is deflected downward. The air mass tries to balance itself. This is of considerable consequence because it sets up violent whirlpools of air from the forest. One of these disturbances could last for as much as several minutes in the air. A vortex like this one
about 4 o'clock, leaving the Lone Star Flight Museum. We had a great time here. Kathy had to go back, try and find her glasses. Don't move. I don't want anybody to think this is a moving picture. This is where we stayed in Galveston. And room in the 3rd floor. I'm showing right in the middle. Is ours. Balcony that I was just showing you. And you can see it's a beautiful sunny day with the sun reflecting off of the water looks pretty good. It's a nice day. Okay, Bud, we took this picture here. I made everybody come here to see this place just because you've always been bragging on it so much. San Jacinto Mall. How can you say that, Pete?
There we go.
I was trying to get some of the tower on that one too. Wait a second.
Good catch, dude.
I did.
Now, Pete, you see the thing at the top on the left-hand side that says fade?
I
What,
don't know what we're
fair?
thinking
And
of.
out.
Yeah, hit when you get ready to quit, hit fade, and then you hit the
I got you.
go no-go button, and it'll fade out on you.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna. You want to fade, or you want me to have Doug fade? Who wants to fade? It says ×2, then it says automatic /HSS, and then I see Newt's
What's
face.
it say in the right hand?
Then it says SPREC, and on the lower left it says 2:55 p.m. April 2nd, 1996.
It does say REC, huh?
It says REC.
Okay, good. Yeah.
So, and I'll
Come on, Sin, take that picture. Oh,
go ahead, and I'm gonna come in here to the airport.
watch out for us.
Just came on, right under Panasonic?
Yeah.
Yes, it's on now.
See, that's...
See the red light?
Yeah, right under Panasonic.
You see one
Now watch, I'm going to turn it off. Neither...
Now that used to be there.
Yeah. Just tell them how long it's going to take us to get back where we're going, or to where we're going.
We are... here they are, the adventurous ones up on the control tower, showing that you can't get the kids out of the kids. Of course, we're staying in the palatial barn. But it's really quite a spot. See where this hillside is cut away here. And it's April 3rd. This is the barn from a little different direction from the... Yeah, thank you, Joe. This is the breezeway that goes between our 4 rooms. And then here we are, ready to do damage to breakfast at the Green Mansion Inn.
I apologize.
You didn't.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Doug. I want to get you in my picture here.
We can even get married now.
That's right.
This is the honeymoon suite. Sort of, this is the loft, and this was kind of a special place for, I can't get around behind, down the stairs, and then there's the downstairs area. Okay. And then here's the stairway. This is one of the honeymooners. And they have a little kitchenette, toilet, and here's the downstairs bed. This is at the general store in Green. Here's one of those homeless persons who will give sex for money. Say, old timer, how long you been in Green?
1 day.
Seems like a long time. to that old soldier on the bench, and we're looking up at the HD Green Company. It's a busy day because down here they're filming a movie called Michael at the old Joe's. Here we are at the Guadalupe River. I'm kind of zooming up to see what we can see up here. We call those Allegheny whitefish.
Mexican brown.
Should probably be around a couple days. You want to take what? Sure. Well, we'll get her when she goes back, okay?
Who is he? Is he important?
Nah.
Should I have him
sign?
sign?
From Murphy Brown. The relentless autograph hound.
I don't want anything.
Nicole.
I don't want to know.
Oh, the dirty cop got you this time. He was waiting for you. He was ready for you. Here he is, the painter from Murphy Brown is signing Nicole's autograph. Nicole's not taking any crap from that cop either.
Was John selling his autograph? Was John selling his autograph? All right, don't pay for those autographs.
There she finally gets around to Nicole. Here we're at Aquarina Springs. You see the date and the time. Try to move it a little closer here. This is just to prove that we're here. Take care.
kid for that. Hear that one?
I think so. Okay, I'm trying to take a picture here of the Edwards Aquifer page. Yeah, these are, so you hear the noise that's going on in here. And this is the original Aquarina Resort. Beautiful spot. Walk towards me. See, this is what a good wife should do. She should listen to her father or husband. Great.
Sometimes three. Dude, I got my new socks on.
Oh, you got great. You got
See, they got the special.
have they both got horizontal lines on them? Let me see the other one, Pete.
It's the same.
It is?
They're a match pair.
It's the same, only it's one for the right leg.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They match perfectly. See? What a pair of socks. Easy to find in the dishwasher. The dishwasher. Even better in the washing machine. Yep.
This is at the Alamo.
Yep.
And I think, but this part of the Alamo, absolutely nothing happened.
And it continues that way.
We're hoping nothing else happened.
Yeah, sure. Just a second until we get ours taken. It's okay.
Watch out for that guy. He steals cameras. All right. A couple strange guys. Look at this. This is a little different view of the long barracks where many of the Alamo defenders made their last stand. And another shot of the wishing well. A couple nice looking babes.
Hi there, handsome.
Thank you,
Busy
sweetheart.
Are you busy tonight?
Well, I hope to be. If I can get a good looking blonde, I might be able to.
Well, I just might be able to help you out here.
Kathy. How long do you think it'll take these people to walk in front of me? Yeah.
They're not walking in front of
And then, so,
Keep saying that like I'm not going to get off.
I didn't get as much in the back as I would have liked, though.
That's all right. We want the people.
this is at the mission in San Antonio. And now for the feature horror film. Starring Big Joe. We're on the Riverwalk right now. There's Big Pete. Used to be known as Big Peter, but not anymore. And there are a couple older old guys down there.
Men's magazines.
And then
Now she's
we
fighting.
come to the chicks here.
The sons don't want to give her anything.
All right, girls, look at me. As John Travolta would say, look at me. Look at me. Way.
Millions. She can understand.
I don't think John Travolta said that really.
It does get their attention.
Inside part of the rails, keep them inside the boat the whole time, okay? Just for way, can everybody up front hear me all right with this speaker system? Yep. They're down island now, folks. That first Captain Mass took place on June the 13th at 16. Horses here on Sunday afternoons. They need to bring their wagons on down in Washington. Here to the right would be the main entrance to La Vita. That's marked up there. Not. $12,000 little pieces of naturally colored tile from Mexico. And about 28 years ago when it was pieced together, each one of those tiles you're looking at there, Sans baked by Jose Cuervo himself. Tequila, guys. Actually, Juan O'Gorman pieced this together, taking him 9 months to do it all by himself. Beautiful piece of art. Over to the left side of this mosaic, you can see the old world represented, and on the right, the new. They're all meeting in the city. This ticket office here, the one where y'all got on, they don't get that complimentary dinner before they board like y'all did. Kind of helps them relax, enjoy the tour. No more speaking complaints. And our beautiful River Center Mall.
Yes, it's already starting to...
It does have 4 levels to it, over 130 different shops for you ladies. For some added convenience, we've installed 2 money machines, one on each side of the floor there for you. And you can thank me later on for that information, gentlemen. I know you appreciate it. It is made up about 75% glass, another 25% credit cards. You got to keep it intact. Know what I mean? And yes, we do have some entertainment in here for you. Peru, about 4 years ago. I can play them all Thursday through Monday afternoons and evenings. They should be here till about 8 o'clock tonight if you want to drop by. It is a free concert. If you get hungry, there's a food store right there in front. And by the way, I helped co-write all this music. So if you know the words, please feel free to.
Oh, yeah, I remember you on the barge in France.
Hey, boat name.
You were the cook. He's right.
Here's Rio Rio.
Oh, yeah.
Rio Rio, we're going to have dinner tonight.
Rio, Rio.
Is that a police boat?
Yep. In case somebody's speeding.
You ever in my left? Yeah, over here to my left side.
See? I got it.
Got that hotel again.
Mira, el planeta está aquí.
This is La Mansion, folks, which means the mansion. It was built in 1852. This started off as a school for boys, later serving St. Mary's Law School up until 1966. Next year they moved entirely out of this facility because enrollment was getting a little too high for him, but a graduate came back, bought his old school, renovated the entire structure into this beautiful Spanish-style hotel. Full-time school for boys is now one of the only 2 4-star hotels off the Riverwalk. We had a lot of VIPs stay here when they came to visit. This is for the grand opening of the Planet Hollywood restaurant. About ready to fall over. That's right. See, the Nick's Hospital came fully equipped with a recovery room in their basement. That would be Dick's, formerly known as Dick's Last Resort, where you're going to find most of your doctors. Before and after surgery, guys, going over new techniques.
This is the Riverwalk.
Portion.
Start over here.
Okay. Good morning. This is where we left off in the last portion. We're giving you a tour of our room in the Green Mansion. It's full of antiques and restored woods. Every wood surface is made out of different types of woods. We have a fireplace, quite a few antique pictures, and lots of quilts. This is our armoire with 2 different sections in it. And come on in here. This is the hallway to our bathroom. Notice the beautiful walls, the fabric-covered walls. Our bathroom is quite unique.
It's a nice way to put it.
Shower curtain, antique tub with feet, and our towel rack. Notice this towel rack on an old yoke.
thing they're showing us. Let's see. Main door into that restaurant. And then downstairs. Hi.
You've been here before.
And we're at the Magnolia House, and go ahead, Pat. It's up to you.
Fredericksburg, Texas. This particular house was built in 1923. It was built by Ed Stein, who was an architect. He did a lot of the old buildings in the downtown Fredericksburg that currently stand today. For example, the City Hall, the hospital. Most of the key downtown shopping areas were done by him in the 20s and 30s. He built this particular house for his family in 1923. It had 5 bedrooms. There were 3 in the main level and 2 upstairs. The house, when it was, when the Stein family lived here, everyone lived on the main level. There were 2 rooms upstairs that were just used as guest rooms. The house, in terms of renovations that Mr. Stein did, in 1947, he added a room to the current existing house, which was basically a renovation of the garage. And then he added about 30 feet off the back of the house, and that addition off the back of the house, plus the renovation of the garage, basically was a studio apartment that his son, who moved back into the house in 1947, used for about 4 years. He was married and had a child at the time. The Stein family lived here 55 years until 1978 when he died. They sold the house. There were 2 families that lived in it between 78 and 90. And then a lady out of Houston bought it, and she spent about 6 months renovating it and opened up as the Magnolia House Bed and Breakfast in March of 91. It's been an operating bed and breakfast now just over 5 years. And it's called the Magnolia House because across the front of the house there are 5 large magnolia trees that Mr. Stein planted back in the 30s and that are still alive and well today. The house currently has about 3,900 square feet in it. We can sleep a total of 16 people in the rooms. 2 of the rooms are suites. They have sitting areas, fireplaces, private baths, which we'll take a look at in a minute. And then there are 2 rooms on the main level that are traditional bedrooms. They share a split bath, and then 2 rooms upstairs with private baths. The room that we're standing in right now originally was the entryway and a den, and there was a wall literally where I'm standing that was taken out by Mr. Stein, and he opened this room up and curved the ceilings, which is unusual, for acoustical purposes because 2 of his daughters played the piano, and he put a piano where our desk is. So this is one of the 2 changes. The other change I mentioned to you had to do with the garage that was renovated and the addition off the back of the house. If we want to move in,
go ahead.
For example, the buffet on my left, this is all native oak and leaded glass. It's all original. The house has pine floors throughout, which you can see here. There is carpeting in the dining room and the living room, and this was done by the previous owner. the lady that opened up as a bed and breakfast, and it was done primarily for ease of maintenance purposes. But the floors are throughout the house are all the pine in very good shape. These are solid beams in the ceilings, both in the dining room and in the living room area. The fireplace is the same wood, same leaded glass as in the buffet. The marble, this is all original. It's indigenous to the area and is all in very good shape. If we move in from the living room, this is into the sunroom area. When the house was originally built, this particular room was not as open as it is today, the sunroom. And Mr. Stein, one of his daughters, had an illness and couldn't get out and play for about 3 or 4 years. And he opened this particular room up, and as you can see, it's very light in here now. And so this is currently the sunroom. And then outside of this, directly outside, is a patio with a small fish pond and a waterfall. That the Steins originally had a fish pond in the house, and the second owners after Mr. Stein died attempted to enclose it. They had small children, and so it had to be opened back up again, and the waterfall was added in 90 when it was opened up as a bed and breakfast.
Okay, I don't need to kind of make it brief.
Two-sided, and is made of wood, as you can see in the front, but it's a nice conversation piece and is still functional today. The kitchen, in the kitchen, the glass is antique glass. It's original cabinetry throughout the house, and it's in very good shape. Right off the kitchen, there's a area that has a working cistern. Let me show you. It still works today. And this is where Mr. Stein shaved in the morning. That's why this whole area was put in. This is all original when the house was built. This particular room, we'll see he did an excellent job with it. This particular room has oak floors, which is unusual. The rest of the house has the pine, but it's because this was done in '47. This has a gas fireplace in it. It's very comfortable. And then back.
Nimitz Museum, they put this in here to depict one of our typical landings. It's a Japanese dive bomber. And of course there's a Navy plane here. This looks like it was a torpedo bomber. Okay, here we are at the Victory walking area, museum of the, this is a Japanese seaplane at the Fredericksburg Museum.
31 knot berth, get this. Push your squadron athwart the Bucha-Raval evacuation line. If enemy contacted, you know what to do.
This is the Fat Man, or the replica of the Fat Man nuclear bomb.
You're a mess. You're not supposed to jump up on everybody.
Okay, this is
just a lover. Hey, mouse lips. Mouse lips.
Picture from
Mouse lips.
Tom and Mary Patty Butters' house. A beautiful view down
We used to have an old
close
English
to Center
sheepdog.
Point, or
They are, but you know, their beards are always a mess. And
About 2 to 28 or something like that.
Well, I did have more than that, but I sold about 10 or 12 of them just a week right before you got here.
The leaves have made a lot of progress in a week.
Haven't they in a week?
Yeah.
Drove to Austin
They like that
yesterday,
rain
and I
that we
thought
had.
Oh yeah.
Did you get much snow out here?
Well,
Sometimes.
Do you?
Sometimes. We got some snow and ice this year.
And well, he's a little too active, and since we're going to be gone, he has to
It was,
sedate him to
This is
explain.
Tom
It was, the whole
Butters
place
and
was full of
He still thinks it's growing.
Very
ice. I
Patty.
mean, everything was covered in ice.
Bone that's in the.
Did you have a hard time getting up here?
Sometimes gets twisted, and it
That's
might
what we were
be.
Yeah.
And
Gotta have that here, probably.
Well, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
We ride all through the pasture all the time.
you know that kind of thing. Not ligament cartilage. It's gotten torn.
Everything out this way, all the stuff that you see that's green down there, that's ours. And all down here where it's green, and where it gets blue over the hill, that's somebody else. How's it going, this place?
How long have you been here, Tom?
We moved in.
15 months.
Oh, so it's fairly
Did you build the house?
No, that was not my fault. The man that had it wanted to create another one for mom. Very livable, and he had a lot of money, and he was a navigator in World War II, and so that's based in
Same thing.
beautiful weather there. How much?
Oh, you can see it?
Yeah, we got to watch it coming. We don't have a lot of light pollution here.
I'll bet.
Several nights, but we had one really good night. The tail was quite long. That's northern, don't you think?
No, that's the non sections that we would rotate them out of every 7 to 9 days. So that they were, for every week, 10 days, they were back on a fresh piece of new grown grass. And as soon as they moved out of one, I'd start irrigating that one. And I actually had 5 major plots, one of which I raised hay for supplementation during the winter, and generally all year round if I felt like I needed it. And the others were for rotating the cow strips. So they just, and I was raising
Where were you all Thursday night?
like, 1.5 to 1 3/4 cow units per acre.
Oh, yeah.
And up here, if I can raise 1 cow per 15 acres, I'm doing
Yeah,
good.
was that right?
And I'm dependent totally upon the rain.
Here come the sheep. Just we're all lined up there. Looking the place over. And they're gonna come down. For chow. Here they come.
They were
Kathy?
sick. They
Kathy, look over here.
they had a little touch of pneumonia, and we isolated them. They may have had, I think their mamas were killed by dogs, And so they really weren't doing too well.
These two sheep stay dead here. What about those two dead ones?
Hmm?
Did you see the better now?
What about those two sheep there? Oh, now that was one. That was one of the
Jack
ones
wants
that
the
got
attention.
nailed by the.
Well,
Black buck and axis deer, and he hunted 2 days and did not A, see an animal he wanted to kill, B, in a shootable position. I mean, it just, they were wild. They are wild. Oh, you messed him up. There you go. Okay, stop right here because he's going to come around. Hey, Simon. Simon. Hey, Simon.
It's not going to take, Jack.
Why not?
Slide it closed and then open again.
That's it. Now
There you
open
go.
it. And don't put your finger on the top of the flat.
There
Okay.
This is the same place, the same spot.
It's just a voice angle and just a live
Where was that?
This valley.
I can't hold it very long.
Tune in on the mountains way in the background. And then okay, we're testing the macro feature on this thing.
There you go, Magoo. It's probably an F-16.
Can't see it.
Right behind it. Come on, guys, let's just keep walking all the way up.
yes. And that marks everybody wait.
Okay, here we are on top of Enchanted Rock.
I want to take some pictures.
Courtney! Courtney! Come here, sugar.
Hi. Hi, Nicole. We're heading down into the valley. But they still were hungry. I tell you what, the 50s were, I thought, highly overrated.
Yeah, just remember the poor you always have with us.
One more time.
The reed is getting thin here.
You can do it though, Pete.
How's that?
I hope it didn't ruin my stereophonic
good.
sound.
I'm doing that, doing my count.
Oh, careful, careful. I don't want to hear it.
Your mother came out and heard that. She called me something and we shoot it right back. We get poop.
And so,
An excuse, you were just a kid.
Yeah.
So this
I
guy
haven't
Roy
said it
Saunders
for-
and I
I
used
mean,
to do
it's
that when
been
we were
so
in
long.
college.
we had to be tough.
But mostly we spent time insulting our girlfriend.
We're at the shores in 3017. And it's a beautiful day outside. A bright, clear sky. And you can see this is sort of a nice
Going outside on the porch and get our river view.
Okay, I'm going to have to turn this off and then
Last night we had a herd of deer come across the little valley.
and that's Lake Travis. A little bit low. Cole's favorite restaurant.
Some other
Kirby Lane and Austin.
Yeah, well, that's our tradition. Scrap it. Start from scratch. I'm serious. It's not working in any way. Is there anything that's come out in the Supreme Court in the last
Choice catchy.
2 years that you agree with?
I'm glad we found it.
Well, here we are at the University of Texas. Big Red was walking by.
Now they don't get the crap now.
This is
Well, can you imagine what it's
UT
like sitting
football
down here on
stadium.
September 15th or September 1st and there's no wind?
Oh yeah,
It must be hot as hell.
it certainly is hot. Yeah. We are at the National Wildflower Center. And you can see that cool water there is apparently spring water. A little fancy name for this, I think they call it the water harvesting system.
But they're not, I bought some seeds. I bought some bluebonnet seeds. In Texas, there's 5 varieties, and the ones that grow in the Big Bend are like stalks and long
So those are
flowers.
like kind of jet.
And yeah, right. They've got native buffalo grass so people can find out about the plant and the yards. And then there's 3 yards that are up a little slightly higher when you get over in that area. And one's non-native plants, and they've planted a native garden to look just like it over here. And they're going to put water meters there and say, now look at how these two compare and see which one uses more water. And this is a formal non-native. It's the only non-native thing in the place. And then the formal native, and then an informal native that actually takes the least care of it. But the native gardens need more fertilizer, and none of these are fertilized because of the native growth on it. They were fertilized. They do take water. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, another one.
Just like a few castles.
These darn newspaper people won't leave us alone.
Is that right?
So what have you got?
Here we are at the Capitol Cruise, same day as previously.
Okay, Doug doesn't want us to do this?
That would take
He
him
does.
back.
Wasn't this special? Thank you. Thank you.
So were you, why were you there?
I was with one of Dick's principals, a company called Birchhold, out of Pittsburgh at that time. And Dick was our rep in Houston, and we had a booth at the show.
Okay.
So,
Now what did Birchhold make? I almost remember.
nuclear gauges, density level gauges. Things jimmed around downtown.
It was nice. It was really nice. It really, you do feel like it really is out of the way, you know. It's not. When you go to California, Los Angeles, you want Cape Cod, go there. You want Texas, to go there. I mean, you know, they build everything, a little village to represent anything, but everything is fake. So this was sort of, it was really nice.
That town also is growing. Braunfels and Green. They're a little upset about it because there's this quaint little town where mostly retirees or natives. Maybe they're monks. And those aren't bad. This isn't the bad.
The way they dive in and out.
Oh, these are swallows. These aren't bad. They'll come out in like a black stream of rivers. 3 or 4 of them will come out from under this bridge. And if you're standing over in the shores, what you see is just like what appears to be like 4 lightly colored black ribbons floating through the sky. And they go out and they run the course of the river, I'm told, through town and eat 25,000 pounds of bugs a night.
Oh, wow.
And then they come back at dawn and they re-enter the bridge.
Now, these birds these bats go to Mexico, get knocked up,
I knew he was going to come.
and come into this country illegally, so we can support them with our bugs.
This is a political issue.
That's right.
This is a
Dick, you got it.
political
That's it in a nutshell.
I thought I had it.
You did like it.
Oh, yes, I did.
We'll move to a different country.
I like me a big baby. So I went back to France.
Here we are coming back down towards the downtown area in the latter part of our famous bat cruise.
Here's now, they're starting to come out in waves now. See this continuous wave here?
That's good news for us. I've not met a mosquito in Austin yet.
See, they're coming right from the bridge. See where they're leaving the bridge now? That's like a continuous wave. Oh, it's coming.
So, on which bridge
Right here. Right from the Cosas Bridge. Yeah, right underneath that bridge. They all live underneath that bridge.
You can see them coming out from left and right.
And nobody bothers them. This is about it. In August, you'll see more streams.
I see.
And what about that in ladies?
Yeah, that's a problem. You don't read a whole lot about it, I guess it's...
But you don't
Yeah, you don't need it. I mean, they're rodents, so you don't have to worry about that.
I
Yeah, there they are. If you look real close.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah. Let's see where they come out.
Underneath the bridge. 3 or 4 of these rows in August, the fellow was saying that really they're early populations, so there's not too many of them right now. But they had out start chopping away all night. So all night down there, so you can check it out. And Dawn making the offer. They fly and they eat bugs on them.
Yeah, they fly.
100 miles.
Don't push
The
me.
next one too.
Jesus. I mean, they must be one on top of the other up there.
No wonder they have so many of them. Each other.
They live all over those cracks.
What are they doing with all of the construction around the Capitol?
Work inside the Capitol.
Oh, I know what it is. When we moved to the inside was closed down first because they were renovating the inside. They were building it underground. There were too many legislatures and there wasn't enough seats in the offices of the original structure of the Capitol. So they go in underground section of it. They thought it was really packed. And they used to leave. Yes, and they can never got section. They're having to construct the construction to fix the lake.
They're also refinishing marble on the outside, granite on the outside of the, cleaning that off. Yeah.
So where did you find out about that steer? Jack? Yeah, the outside of the Capitol building, when you get out to see it, it's a very pink, very pretty pink granite. And I was very curious about it. It's a mixture of pink granite and pink marble. And so I had to inquire, and it all came from...
Where's the machine up there? It's just in that little... Oh, that little shed there? Oh, yeah, okay. It's downtown Austin at night here, catching some of the office buildings, looking across Town Lake. Quite a nice view, a lot of lights. The bats haven't come back yet. They're due in the morning.
Yeah.
We'll be back to check them out. I don't know if the video is coming out very well because it is pretty dark.
Yeah, I think it's coming out great.
I had to pay my own way and I'm not very happy.
Yeah. But
I won't be back.
But I feel a lot better.
You better get it on an angle to do anything and look at that light right back at you. Stand off to the side. Let's go.
But I'm getting reflections from everything else. This is supposed to be the first flag of the Texas Republic.
Well, last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you been getting along,
We
good?
got your call.
Good. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, they'll be back
Zelda says that you have you only have 72 people in your close family, bud.
Colorado Springs.
Bunch of little kids.
Little kids that had little
they
kids.
weren't. When did Jimmy go back?
Say again?
When did Jimmy go back?
He went back the second, but they got it
He was
curtailed,
he was on the hazard.
so they get to come back.
You have
Uh,
two boys.
They get to come back the 7th of May.
Oh, good.
They were going to come back around the end of June. And they applied for a curtailment.
So they'll be back permanently then? Yeah. Oh, good. Good, because when we talked to him, he didn't know that yet.
He was trying.
Can I get someone something to drink?
We just all had lunch.
Do you have any margaritas?
That was not on my list. I was gonna say, water, water, and tea.
Where you met your master?
Oh yeah, Zelda's a tough one.
So you're a priest friend, so I could send him a note.
Oh, Father Levy?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
You know what? I
I'll get
have
that
it
to
with
you
me.
tomorrow.
I have it with me right in the car.
But he's, okay, actually, you know, he's moving today.
Oh, so you don't have his new address?
No, but,
I bet it
you
would
send it
follow
to the
him.
old one.
I
can give
bet
you
it
the old
would
one.
follow him.
Oh, yeah, well, no, they're good friends of his. He's been living in a private home with some people because he didn't have a place to live. And they just built a new, retirement home for priests. It's brand spanking new. And it'll hold, I think, 8 priests, and he's like the 5th one to move into it. So, he's moving in right now, as we speak. Steep group or steep will go
Well, it'll last a lot longer.
last longer, right?
Oh, yeah.
The hail down here is what gets them.
Yeah, they never.
Because that's what I've got, and I'm not going to get, I'm on 15 years, and when I walk outside the house, I see pieces of cedar, you know, the roof laying on the ground. And
Well, you'll get a leak before long if they're coming off. Your ridge will blow
You're
off.
talking to a roofer, that's.
Extra.
Oh, is that right?
Extra.
We want to know. We want to know the names and in order of your kids,
And
your children,
And spouse?
their spouse and children.
Okay, Debbie. And she has a friend named Robert right now.
And she's located at
College Station. That's the youngest. Yeah, she's the oldest.
She's the oldest and
Okay.
has how many?
How friendly are they?
She has 3 girls. Debbie has 3 girls. Twins who are 11 and Sarah who's 7. Okay?
And where does she live?
She lives in College Station. I thought I said that.
In the
Twins'
twin.
name is
You did, he wasn't listening.
Jessica. and
He's
Adrian.
getting old. You know, you have to keep people.
I'm taking a lot of you with me.
What did you say?
We're happy.
What did you say? You were saying the
Where
girls'
are we?
names.
We're at,
We're ready for number 2.
okay, Denise Brookmiller. She's married to Brad Brookmiller. And they have 2 boys, Kyle and Connor. And they live in San Antonio.
And he's an orthodontist.
He's an orthodontist.
And therefore rich. Go ahead. What's the-
Well,
He
she spends it as fast
Yeah.
as he makes it.
That's the whole
Donna,
idea.
Donna Peak, married to Steve Peak, and they have 3 boys. Garrett is 15, Colby is 11, and Landry is 4 and a half.
And they live.
And they live in North Richland Hills,
Texas.
Here in
Texas.
And she reminds me of Bud.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think she favors.
Everybody says she's a chip off of my block.
Yes.
Oh, is that
She
right?
reminds you of Bud? Donnie does? Is that what you said?
Donna.
Yes.
Oh, gosh, no.
No?
Yeah.
No, I stand
Anyway.
corrected.
Jimmy is married to Phyllis, and they have 2 children. Caitlin, who is 5, and or she will be 5, and Colton was 2. And Mike,
Where do they live?
oh, well, they are coming in from Japan next month, and they'll be stationed in Colorado Springs. Mike is single, lives in Tulsa, and he teaches gymnastics. I don't think he has any kids.
I don't think Mike should hear that.
Mike's heard me say that before.
That's a nice looking guy.
I just had to kind of put a little.
We'll sell this thing. I missed one. Go ahead.
Deidre is married to David Young, and they have 2 little boys. Nolan is 5.5, and Hayden is 1.5. And they live here in Hurst, not
Okay.
very far from us.
Now, do any of these grandchildren have children?
No. Not yet. That makes 12 grandchildren.
That he lived in France for 8 years and was making movies with a very famous French movie star. And the picture of the rooster and also the palms. And this is really the painting that I really like, and Kathy liked it, and also she liked the palms. So we look at the price, and like you said, it was 9,700 for the painting, and I took 2,700 for the bronze, which was not real. It was not very much for a nice bronze. And he says, this lady, she just to make up her mind which one she wanted, so she got both. So, we were just discussing this, and then all of a sudden my group comes. Okay, you finish the story.
First of all, I'm going to start the story. I went in first, and I said to this guy, they're wearing kind of baggy socks.
We were not wearing baggy socks.
They were wearing warm-up. This is my story now.
Yeah, well, don't believe him.
They were wearing warm-ups, and I said to this guy, he said, he was very pleasant, and I said, watch out for that lady over there. That's the reason that her pants are so baggy is she's got one of those identifiers on it.
I mean,
that you're on, when you're on parole, they can locate you,
Can you imagine?
And he said, well, what's the problem? And I said, she's a kind of a compulsive kleptomaniac.
No.
And he said, oh. I said, yeah, but she usually, the only time she's going to steal something is when she puts on this phony French accent. So Nicole comes up and starts talking to him like she normally does, and he, all of a sudden he recognized the French accent. So they talked, and they became very good friends. And when they left, I went in the front door and I said, "Did you frisk her?" And he said, "Yeah, she's clean."
I think, Doug, you should go back and clear your wife's name.
Nicole was really upset.
Consider the source.
Yeah, right.
A true story.
Listen, I got 2 words for you. Read some.
Here we are in the Cattleman's, or the Stockyards Hotel. Kathy, I want to take your picture over here by the skull.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
You have to come around and see the antique toilet.
The dressing area. And then there is the antique toilet.
can imagine.
But we're going to be the only people in the restaurant.
Is this where we're going?
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it could be easier.
Yeah.
I love that a couple up the street and they put tables together.
Betty, look this way. I want you to get your picture.
You're being a good boy.
Being my usual great self, unfortunately. We're in the Stockyards lobby here. Smile, you.
You're taking a picture of the food, taking a picture.
I'm not going to do that. I don't want to take against the light.
You ate on you just plain ate?
Yeah.
Are you finished?
No, I'm going to start. You see the red light go off?
Well, see, I've had mine since '85, though, fella. But I almost.
This engineering marvel, we're trying to show the fans here running off of a series of belts.
Next to a potential billionaire in Texas.
There's a story about that, the power of compounding. And it says this astronaut went to Mars. And he was gone about 40 years. He came back and he called his broker, first thing. And the broker, he says, broker, how'd my stocks do? And he said, they're great. They're up $1 million. You are a millionaire. He said, that's really wonderful. And just then the operator came in and said, your time is up. Please deposit another $1 million. You like to tell him jokes?
I don't know how good I am at this, but here's Bud and I.
You started with the oldest and working your way
This
up.
is our oldest daughter, Debbie.
Wait a minute, I'll just butt it here. Where's Debbie? Put your finger on Debbie.
Here's Debbie.
Okay.
And this is her 3 girls.
There.
Jessica, Adrian, and Sarah.
Sarah, okay.
And this is our second daughter, Denise. She's married to Brad, and they have 2 little boys.
She's my godchild,
Uh-huh.
which I've neglected for. How old is she?
She's 37.
36 years I've neglected Denise.
Anyway, this is Kyle and Connor, and they're both adopted.
Okay.
And this is Donna, our 3rd daughter, and her husband, Steve Peak, and their 3 boys.
What's her last name?
Peak, P-E-E-K.
Okay.
Their oldest son, Garrett, and Colby, and Landry. And this is our oldest son,
Did
Jim.
you name him after the famous football coach from Dallas?
We did.
Did you really?
No, Landry?
Yeah.
No, we named him after Nolan Ryan. Yeah. Anyway, this is Jimmy and his wife Phyllis. And their two children, Caitlin and Connor, and they're due back from Japan after 4 years. Okay, now here's Mike. Can't say a whole lot about Mike. He doesn't have any mate. He's still single too. And yeah, anyway, he's up in Tulsa and bought a house and seems to really like it and teaching gymnastics. And this is Deidre, our baby, married to David Young. And their two little boys, Nolan, named after Nolan Ryan, and he's a real good baseball player. And Hayden.
Hayden's the other
That's, actually, this one is youngest. These two are two youngest.
Okay, tied there for the youngest.
Yeah, one in February and one in March. 1st of March. That's it.
Very good.
Was I in your way, Goose?
Yes, you were. Very good.
You got 'em all?
You were great.
Got them all.
You have this one too.
See this one?
Wait, no, this.
Oh, this is the latest one. Connor. The one with you.
James Tanner, cadet, Texas A&M. And here we are on the last day, and there's a beautiful scarf. Not that price tag, huh? And Nicole, we love you, and thank you for a great trip. Dougal, Pete loves you. Pete, Joe loves you. The eternal triangle. Anyway, this is day last at the Cattleman's Bar. Or I guess it's the stockyard.
Are we gonna fade out now? Or we're gonna just fade away?
We're gonna fade away. Watch the red light. So here's our map. Showing down to Galveston, up to Bryan, down to Green, down of course down to San Antonio, then back up to Fredericksburg, around the Willow City Loop, Shannon Rock, and over to Lago Vista, and up to Fort Worth.
Don't forget Austin.
Well, we Lago Vista and Austin. Might have forgotten that. Hold on a second. Oh, okay, there you are. All right. So the seats at the bar. Our saddles. Farewells of the cattlemen, of the stockyards. Beautiful entrance there.
This is a recap of our France trip on the finances. Pete gets $674.73. Goo gets $367.59. I owe $634.07. Newt owes $635.41, and Doug gets $218.10. Here's a check for Goo for his $376. And here's a check for $257.48 to Pete. Doug has got to collect 218 from Newt. And
What's a luck, Doug?
and Pete's got to collect an additional 417 from Newt. And that'll straighten up the...
That'll straighten it out.
That'll straighten out our finances.
And that's the final word.
Oh, wow.
Way to go, bud.
I wouldn't say that all
Go ahead, start now.
We put this together for you as for your memento of the trip that you couldn't make. It's got the routes that we took, and we've all signed it, so...
Oh, well, that's great. Well, you got to see a little piece of Texas
Oh,
at
yeah, we
least.
saw a lot of Texas.
That's great.
All right, well, that's terrific. All right.
Did you have this story?
Yeah, just, you know, it's plasticized, so you can't do it.
Yeah, just, you know, I don't know why he didn't stick it back in his pocket, you know. He's the same way with the keys, you know.
Oh.
When I take their keys out of the car, I put them in my pocket and, you know, always know where they are. But he's got that ticket probably somewhere. He probably stuck it in that coat or something, and he just didn't realize what happened.
Well, just yesterday, we...
Well, you did real good, dude. Those,
Pictures turned out great.
yeah, we sure did.
Betty is all dressed up for a wedding. Look how pretty she is. In fact, stand up there, Betty. I want to get a full...
Oh, goodness gracious.
That's right. Now to spin around. Let's have a little... Yeah. That's great. That's great. That's wonderful.
And a fade out.
Long Vista and up to Fort Worth.
Don't forget Austin.
No, we Lago Vista and Austin. Might have forgotten that. Hold on a second. Oh, okay, there you are. All right. So the seats at the bar are saddles. Well, the cattlemen, the stock ranch. Beautiful entrance there.
is a recap of our France trip on the finances. Pete gets $674.73. Goo gets $367.59. I owe $634.07. Newt owes $635.41, and Doug gets $218.10. Here's a check for Goo for his $376. And here's a check for $257.48 to Pete. Doug's got to collect $218 from Newt. And
what's a luck, Doug?
And Pete's got to collect an additional $417 from Newt, and that'll straighten up the.
That'll straighten it out.
That'll straighten out our finances.
And that's the final word.
Oh, wow.
Way to go, bud.
I wouldn't say that all the gas.
Go ahead, start now.
We put this together for you as for your memento of the trip that you couldn't make. It's got the routes that we took, and we've all signed it, so.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, you got to see a little piece of Texas at least.
We saw a lot of Texas.
That's great.
All right, well, that's terrific. All right.
Yeah, this road.
Yeah, just, you know, it's plasticized, so you can't really.
Yeah, just, I don't know. I don't know why he didn't stick it back in his pocket. He's the same way with the keys, When I take their keys out of the car, I put them in my pocket and, always know where they are. But he's got that ticket probably somewhere. He probably stuck it in that coat or something, and he just didn't realize what happened.
Well, just yesterday we spent some time looking for his key to the room, and we finally found it. He had thrown it on the bedspread, and then of course when he got into bed he knocked it onto the floor, and it was sticking out over the thing, so we pulled up the end of the bedspread, and there it was. No, come on, that's an incorrect story. Kathy did that, and Pete was helping us find it, and I said to Pete, you've been having a bad influence on Kathy. She's starting to pick up your habits. On my photography,
Well, you did real good, Goo. Those
pictures turned out great.
Yeah, you sure did.
Betty is all dressed up for a wedding. Look how pretty she is. In fact, stand up there, Betty. I want to get a full. That's right. Now to spin around. Let's have a little. That's great. That's great. That's wonderful.
Anna.